Welcome to the lower body. We are hitting up the legs today and some glutes. And I am super stoked because I feel that we haven't really focused on this for a couple of weeks. And I know the very first muscle works we did legs. And I know I felt it for a few days. I know some of you felt it for a few days. So we're gonna bring our energy right down into those big muscles and just go from there. So like I said, you're gonna need a couple things this morning or this afternoon. You're gonna need a resistance band if you have one. You're gonna need a barbell or some dumbbells. And because we're using those bigger muscles, you know, you might wanna go a little heavier today. And then always remember, if you need a chair for your guidance when you sit down into a squat, you might use that as well. That's where your tush would touch and then you would stand up. That way you know you're hitting that range of motion at least kind of close to that 90-degree angle. So as you're getting ready, just get ready for today. I'm super excited to be with all of you. All righty. So as we're getting through, if you feel like having your video on, join me with the video on. I would love to see you in action. If you're not comfortable with it, no problem. You guys can zoom that off and always make sure you're on mute. Cool. So you have about a minute to start. Okay, so as we're getting ready for class today, we're going to be using, we're going to start off with glutes, okay? I have two pieces of equipment that you might have at your house. You might have a little stretchy band, okay? This little stretchy band is going to go through your legs and it's going to be around the middle of your thigh, okay? Because we're going to start off right away with some movement of the hips. If you don't have that, but you have one of these, I'm going to show you how to anchor it around your legs properly to give you the resistance that you need. So for right now, let's find a piece of equipment that you're going to be using. If you're using your resistance band today or your tube, come along with me. What I would like you to do is find the middle point of your band and bring it over the top of your thighs, which is probably about a hand's length from your knee to above, from the top of your knee up into the middle of the leg. So the handles are going to hang down. Take your handles, cross them behind you, so you make an X, and then bring the handles up and forward to the front. So now you just shortened the band. Take your right hand, take your left hand, take your right handle through your left handle. Now you've made an X. And now take your right handle again, cross it back into your left handle. Cool. So hopefully you have some security here, okay? It's just a double knot basically with your handles, and it's gonna cause, it's gonna bring the resistance into the middle of your thighs. This is going to allow us to move from side to side today. So as we get started, I'm gonna let you guys get yourself prepared. And if you don't have a resistance band today, you can actually rest a dumbbell on your thigh as we're doing the moves. So let's begin. Welcome to Muscle Works. I'm Lisa today. For those who are new, welcome to my class. I hope you enjoy. I would love to hear back from you after the work. So let's take our feet just outside our hips, everybody. And we are going to squat down and up. So I want you to drop your hips back and down. And those feet are actually just outside your hip bones. As you sit, I want you to make connection really quick. Look down and see if your knees are in line with your middle toes. Your hips drop back to either the seat of your chair that you're tapping, or your butt's gonna come right above your knee line. That's gonna make those thighs parallel to the floor. Now, as you stand up, start pushing through the entire foot. As you rise up, I want you to push your hips forward so they come back under your shoulders. Now, we are creating tension against our band. I want that tension to be effective. So can you just push your knees out and maintain the push of the band outward? Can you maintain that? Now we have a soft brace of the belly that's going to allow us to protect our back. It's also going to help us keep our chest lifted. Good, keep pushing those knees out. Good job. Now we are just feeling this. We're just getting some blood flowing. You're doing amazing. And now we are just going to finish up the last 5, 4, 3, good job, 2, and 1. We're gonna step the feet in back to the middle, take some pressure off the thighs because we have that resistance band against us. What I would like you to do is bend your left knee slightly, put your hands on your hips. Your feet are still underneath your hip line with your toes forward. I know you can't see mine, so I'm giving you those clear codes or cues. Take your right leg, and I want you to bend your knees slightly. So your butt is actually just gonna drop back slightly. And now take your right leg and tap and pull in. Tap and pull in. So as I'm taking my right leg, stepping slightly wider than my shoulder, I'm anchoring down into my left leg. So from my toes to my heel, I'm pushing solid into the floor. I have a soft knee bend on my left leg. My hips go slightly back. The chest is proud and my shoulder blades are pulled back. Good. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet outside your hips. Let's squat down and up. Sit your hips back. Lift up to the chest. Good work. You have 5 more squats, and now we're going to focus on that left side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 1 more. Perfect. We're going to slide the feet in a little bit. Bend your right knee slightly. Anchor your foot. Take your left leg. Tap and pull in. Tap and pull in. So when you pull your foot back in underneath your hip, can you just tap the floor with your toe? Good job. Keep your hips forward because we don't want them to move. So it's just a small tap and pull in because eventually we're going to start cruising to the right and cruising to the left. So you have 4 more. 3, 2, feet underneath your hips. Let's squat down for 5. 5 big squats all the way back and down. 2, good job. 3, 4, and 5. Now, I'm gonna move over slightly. Take my feet just outside my hips like I was. Sit down, please, like I'm holding a hovering squat. Take your right leg, walk to your right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go left. 5, 4, 3, 2, now 5 squats. Down and up, good. Now what are we doing with those knees again? We're still pushing them out to create the tension against the band. And 1 more, walk to your right. Sit down and we step. Now when you're stepping, the band tension is still against the thighs. Knees and toes are still tracking forward. 1 more, go to your left 5 steps. 5, 4, 3, awesome. We squat down, down and up, down and up. So what you're gonna start feeling are your quads, and then you're also gonna feel the outside of the glutes here. 1 more, let's walk again to our right. Sit down, please, and walk. Push those knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 5 squats, down and up. Perfect. And relax. Bring the legs in. Just give it a little shake, shake, right? Now we're gonna take this move. We're gonna focus on some stepping back and an angle. Your right leg is going to move. Let me see if I can get myself in here. Okay, Toes facing forward. I'm sorry, I just shrunk myself. Hands on your hips, lift up tall through the chest. Take your right foot. We're gonna go on an angle, tap, tap in, tap back, tap in. The left foot is anchored into the floor. I soften my left knee. I'm gonna push my heel back at a 45-degree angle, keeping my hips forward. Yes. Again, we have that brace to the core. We have our chest proud, and we have our shoulders back and down. There you go. Keep it going. Now you're gonna maybe start feeling a little sensation in the back of your standing leg or up into your left leg. That's normal because it's holding your body weight. So you have a few more. 5, 4, 3, good job. 2, 1. Step your feet in. Take it to the other side. Sit down, left side, back at 45 degrees. Again, we have that right knee soft. You're pushing that left heel back as the leg becomes straight. You let the toe tap down at 45 degrees as well when you reset the foot under your hip. Every time you push your heel back, can you squeeze your butt just a tad tighter? Yes, you can, because why not? We want the lift in the glute. There you go. Keep it going. Keep anchoring into your front leg. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Step in, shake it out. Turn your toes out for me. So now if you're standing in a room, your toes are kind of going towards the corners of your room. And now we're gonna push your hips forward. Push your hips forward underneath your shoulders. I want you to feel how your butt automatically kicks in, right? It's squeezing. With the band still around your thigh, hands on your hips, you're gonna squat down into a wide squat. The knees are gonna track over the toes. And again, we are pushing against the band with our legs. Hips back. If you're using that chair, you're just going to graze your chair. Three, 2, 1. Bring your feet in. Take a little shake. We're going to start on the right leg, diagonal on the back. Bend your left knee. Ready? And 10, 9, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. We're going to switch right to that other leg. Anchor the right, tap with your left. Two more. Feet are going to drop out wide, turn the toes, chest lifted, and squat, and lift, squat. Now those knees are pushing against that band, right? So yes, you're going to have a little mark in your thighs possibly, depending on how much resistance your band is. Keep it going. You have 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1 more. Bring your feet back in. We're going to go left side diagonal. Bend the knees, kick it back. 10. Now let's try to brace a little bit tighter and lift up to the chest a little bit taller. So the crown of your head is going towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Good job. One more. Feet go wide, feet turn, and drop full range. Two more. Last one. and take a breather. Step those feet in, undo your band from your thighs. Great job. Shake it out, stretch it out, and let's begin. So now we're gonna start focusing into some squats and deadlifts. So what I would like you to do is, if you're using dumbbells today, your dumbbells can be onto your side as you squat, or you can place them up onto your shoulders, whatever way is best for you. We're gonna do a round of squats, and then we're gonna add the shoulder press with it. So here we go. Take your feet outside your hips once again. If you're using dumbbells today, you can keep them here or here. But if you have a barbell, you're gonna rest it on the muscular part of your back. Team, let's go down. Full range squat, drive up. So now that my dumbbells are up high or down low, does not make a difference. You're always making sure that your chest is lifted. So when you're looking at yourself in the screen, you should be able to see your shirt logo that's on the front end of your shirt. Because if I only see you bending at the hips and you're not bending through the knees, we're doing a completely different exercise. Good. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Take this, palms face forward. You're gonna rotate, push up and down. So we're gonna add a little press here. So give me a shoulder press, locking in your abs, squeezing your glutes. We're gonna take the dumbbells right below, forward of the face, slightly. Let the elbows fall a little bit lower than shoulder line. That's gonna give you that little bit more of a full range. Also gonna get a little back in there. Good. 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Find yourself with 1 or 2 dumbbells, because we're gonna do the combo of the both moves together. So we're gonna squat and press, squat and press. Your option, you can turn the dumbbells at the top of the motion. Palms would face the screen, and then the dumbbells would face inward as you squat down. Hips back and down. Good. You have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Now that is one of our first combo moves. Let's introduce you to your second move. Your second move is going to be your deadlift. We're going to start with our feet underneath our hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. Slide your barbell or dumbbells down your thighs, connecting those pieces of equipment to your leg. Pull your arms back into your legs so you're engaging your upper back, and then slowly push down through the foot, squeezing the glutes at the top range. So we lower down and then we rise up. Head's in line with the spine, and the eye gaze is going to just be a few feet in front of your toes. So what we're doing right now is just feeling the stretch down the back of your leg. So we're focusing on those hamstrings. As we start to rise, we start to focus on glutes and lower back. Good. Three more. 2. Last one. We're going to take it to a side raise. So the palms are on the side. You're going to lift up to the side and lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Perfect. So when you lift the arms, they come up to shoulder height with a soft elbow bend. Palms are going to face down, and their hands will come back to your thigh when you finish the move. You have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now watch the combo. So what we're going to do is 1 deadlift, 1 raise, and a rise up. So we're going to stay down in the deadlift. Team, pull the shoulders back, lock in the abs, tip, raise, lower, rise, tip, raise, lower, rise. Now your focus, shoulders down and away from your ears. If you find your ears and shoulders are connecting, my recommendation, lower your dumbbell weight. That's the first one. Do it with no dumbbell and just get that momentum of keeping your shoulders back and down. Or you have that opportunity to readjusting, pulling and locking down the shoulders into their pockets. Now, as you're lifting your hands to the sides, you're only coming up to shoulder height. Again, the palms are facing down. As you come down, you slide your hands against your thighs. As you come up, you slide your hands to your thighs. You always reconnect your weight to your body. We have 2 more. And last one. Rise up, get ready. We're going into squat and a press. If you need to change your weight, go for it now. And feet outside hips, dumbbell heads in, elbows shoulder height. Let's drop and press, drop and press. Now I want you to imagine that band is still against your thighs. Can you push your knees slightly out to create more tension in your glutes? It's also going to help you from letting the knees cave inward. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Step the feet in. Deadlift. Side raise. Rise up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 to go. 3, 2, 1 more. Breathe it out. Your next segment is lunges. So your next lunge segment is starting just learning the move. So let's take our feet underneath our hips, just as if they're on parallel tracks of a railroad. And again, both toes are tracking forward. Take your right leg, step it back behind you, hands up onto your hips. Long stride back, so your back heel is off the floor. That is so important right now, is that back heel is off the floor as we lunge. Keep your hips forward, drop down, both legs now become 90-degree angles. Front thigh parallel, back knee under the hip, weight in your front heel. Lift up through your chest, pick it up. So we're gonna go down and up. The front knee should be right over the ankle, and you're pushing through that front heel to stand back up. From my head to my thigh, I'm one straight line. Two more. Last one. Step your feet in, switch to the other side. Long stride, back heel off, front knee, going over ankle. Drop down, rise up. Good job. Now check out your front knee. Is it kind of pushing out towards maybe your fourth toe in your shoe? Because we want it to be pushing outward to get into the glutes. We don't want it to cave in because we don't want to hurt the knee. You have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in. This is a great opportunity to go lighter weight or have a medium weight. We're going to introduce some upper body moves with this. So your upper body move is going to be raises, front raises. So we're going to start with the right leg. Right leg steps back. We're going to take the hands from the outside of our hips. We're going to raise up to shoulder height, palms down, bring it up. Drop down, lift. So you want to make sure you're not swinging the arms here. You want to make sure that the arms are long and straight with the elbows soft. Good. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go right to the other side. Get ready. And let's begin. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have those plates, you're actually going to put them onto the floor and you're actually going to put your heels on them. If you don't have plates, don't worry about it. Just keep your feet on the floor. We are going to open up the legs a little bit wider here. And you're going to find your biggest set of dumbbells. So this is what we're going to be looking for. So I'm going to turn one palm forward, one palm in, as if I was using an Olympic bar. I'm going to drop down into a sumo squat and then come up by pushing my hips forward. So my dumbbells are going to be on my thighs at that top range. So this move, you really want to make sure those knees are driving out. When you squat, your chest is up and your arms are in your inner thigh, and then rise up. So down and lift, down and lift. Keep it going, keep it going. Perfect. Now let's feel pushing the inner thighs in together as we rise up, pushing the hips forward, squeezing the tush. Good. 8, 7, 6, 1 more. Good job. Dumbbells or plates, we're going back into our lunges with our front raise. Team, pick it up. Let's start with our left leg back, right leg forward. I'm going to keep myself facing forward. What did I say? Left leg back, right leg forward. Here we go. And we're going to take the arms upward. Y, back down. Y, and lower. So if the Y is too much, come back to your front raise. When you are doing the Y, my biceps are going to stop before my ears. My chest is still proud, and my shoulders are always pulled back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Switch the legs. Ready? and drop with a Y. 1. Keep it going. One more. Take your feet onto your plates if you have them. Open it up, find your sumo position. This is the last exercise. Let's turn the toes out. Hand grip, either inward or alternate, that's up to you. Squat low, chest proud, butt back, drive up. So as you're doing this, squat, push, squat, push. You're shooting for 3 more. 2 and 1. Bring it down. Give yourself a little stretch. You can take the right leg behind the left. Right leg behind the left. IT band stretch here. Catching your breath, breathing, and come around the other way. Now, remember tonight, 6:30, we got the Rebuild Your Core Challenge taking place live on Facebook. So we are in our last few days of that challenge, and I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Muscle Works class. I applaud you for sticking with me and doing everything that you did, and have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll see y'all really soon. Ciao, everybody. Have a great day.